Started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
This game, this matchup means a little more to the Carr family. Derek Carr's brother David, of course, the first overall pick in 2002 by these Houston Texans. Spent 5 years as the Texans starter, and then he would eventually spend 6 more years as a backup in the league at various spots before calling it a career. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Carr going to get this to Jacobs, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
First down, Raiders.
Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just have a break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They run it with Jacobs. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Carr on the bootleg, rolling to his right. He'll run it. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Carr. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 3rd down and goal now in this Houston defense. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14, Texans nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
That's good for a Texans first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Watson on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To throw on second and 10. Watson, and he fires one incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. And it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the booths right now, the scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Carr. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. A big play that time for the Raiders. 49 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Now Carr. Jones has it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Carr to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. J.J. Watt in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
3rd and long.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Now it's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A 1st down carry now for Miller. Lamar Miller, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Houston. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And an alley to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. On second down now, it's Jacobs. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Carr. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him a first down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They've become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this Texans defense stands tall. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Again, it's Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They keep it with Miller on first down. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Barkevius Mingo in that time on the tackle. On third down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. Now Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said.